Tell the world, tell the world. T-Sean the One is in the building, live with American a la carte here in the studio as well with me right now in the queue. The bitch slap. Oh yes, IWC, YWC. The bitch slap is here. The bitch slap is real. A lot of y'all been asking for different content from Russ Talk Media, and Russ Talk Media is giving you just that. And as you may have figured already, I'm T-Sean the One, your host, co-host, American a la carte, who's joining me into the studio today. And there's a lot of things to be spoke on. But let's not get this confused with week of wrestling reviews that we do, the WOW from Russ Talk Media. Let's not get it confused with just the reviews that we may do on different wrestling shows and so forth. That's also done by a podcast and a radio show as well with Good Nation Entertainment. Before I go forward, big shout out to Good Nation Entertainment and the Good Girls Network as well, and also all the party promotion adventures that have been branched off as well with events that's coming up this prior weekend. So I have to get my plugs in first and my shout outs and dedicated to the sponsors out there. But this is Russ Talk Media, the bitch slap. Now, each and every time that's necessary, the bitch slap will come back. The sponsors out there. It would be necessary to those that need the bitch slap. As you see, we got the live feed coming in as well.
To make sure everything, we just don't be talking and have no sound.
Oh yes. So putting it out there and getting a great description of the bitch slap. This is addressing everyone or any idiotic or fuckery that we may feel is out there on the internet pertaining to wrestling news, sports entertainment, however you want to transition your words. You speak of pro wrestling entertainment. Now, the recent topic that's out there right now is TNA Wrestling Originals. Where are they? I just saw a fellow colleague give a spiel on TNA Originals and the slogan, because I read the post. I was tagged in by American a la carte, and I took it. I got a different feel from it. I got a different understanding from, because for those that know me, they know I'm a very understanding person. I don't always bash or just run at things with a crucial outlook, or I don't try to be comedic and try to be cool when I'm not really cool. Well, some may say I'm cool because I got all the bitches, but no. Beside the point, I see a lot of these people out here on the YDBC, IDBC that try to be all cute and try to make all funny remarks and try to be this some kind of cool guy or trying to get likes and hits on videos to get a little, AdSense money. Now did I go there? Did I talk about the AdSense money? Did I really just do that? Yeah. I know what you're trying to do, or trying to get one a congregation such as the WWE congregation to be on their side and like them much more because they're talking shit about TNA or Ring of Honor or New Japan Pro Wrestling or Lucha Underground and the likes. Hell, it can be Global Force Wrestling if I like it with them. Shimmer, I don't give it. But I know a lot of people do certain things just because TNA may not be bringing you the bread and butter that you want. People are more into making sure TNA is staying down than anything. So I mention all of that because this brings in it hugs the topic so well. Now, I'm looking at the comments on pertaining to the post that American a la carte tagged me in, and it brought the hint. It was asking about the well, what about the WWE originals? What about the Ring of Honor originals?
The whole thing.
So forth.
As we know, EY and Rude, they're TNA originals, and a lot of people are upset about it. They're like saying TNA keeps losing originals. They should all stay in TNA. This is why TNA is quote unquote going out of business. But that also brings up the question: well, if you're crying about original in TNA, what about when originals leave other companies? Why don't other people say they're going out of business? And you can go ahead and continue on. I just want to give a backstory.
Well, okay. So now you give us the gist of where this post and where it was going. Okay. Now, many would say, "Oh, we talk about WWE." You say, "Oh, because I'm picking on WWE because WWE is the bigger powerhouse in this situation." People think will like to think that WWE is less likely to go out of business or whatnot, but many would have made the same assumptions about WCW. Hell, many. I remember back in the day, people would have said that need I say that this legendary name, but NWA, they thought that NWA would never be at the level they are right now. You know, people thought that NWA was the end all say all, was the future, was it. You know, but or American or however, whatever companies that I remember at the time that were really making such promise. You know, now I'm not gonna sit here. I'm a WWE fan. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're gonna be around forever. You know, I mean, the odds of it, you know, is iffy on this one. If WWE can prevail and be around for years, because let's think about it. They have shareholders. They have people that are sitting on the council that have stock in WWE, or they have a share in WWE, have a certain percentage of the company. So Vince McMahon is not the only main owner, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I am, YWC, IWC, but there are other people. So say for instance, if we split WWE right down the middle and dissect the fours, I got 25%. American, you got 25%. Two of our other cronies got 25. Well, matter of fact, it's me, you, and Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. I'm just doing like I know this ain't the actual factual of it all, but let's say this: we each have 25%. And say for instance, you know, American says, you know what, I'm done with it. I made enough money, and we just have a secret discussion. And he says he wants to see, and I say, hey, well, sell me your shares of the company. And he sells me his shares of the company. So now I have what, 50% of the WWE
controlling shit.
Now let's just say that Shane McMahon falls out with his father over some little father-son beef and sells me his shares.
Majority owner.
Need I say more? So let me back that one up and going back to what I was originally saying was about WWE could fall. It's not likely, you know. I don't wish bad upon the company which I love, but at the same time, they're not indestructible. You know, they didn't get that 800 million on their own. they got investors. So let's not get it twisted. So it's the same boat to me. Anybody can get it. That's why nowadays I'm not one of these little smart ass internet geek trolls and smirks. You get the trolls and you got the smirks, the ones who just in the closet, stay at home motherfuckers, just looking at the damn tube and talking shit and talk about politics of wrestling all the goddamn time, like they're sitting in behind the scenes or whatever like that. Look, I get what you do, but sometimes what you do ain't really you, or that's all you are. Some little weird looking freak inside of a fucking camera lens talking shit. And that's pretty much what you're good at just doing, is talking shit for a lot of you motherfuckers out here. But at the same time, I'm not blind to the fact of what can happen to either company. So that's why I really, quite frankly, at the end of the day, I don't really care, because I'm going to enjoy TNA for what TNA does. I'm going to enjoy Ring of Honor if I'm interested in Ring of Honor, and I'm going to enjoy them for what they do. NXT, whatever brand, whatever show I want to enjoy, I enjoy it. But sometimes it's too much politicking on what is what. Now, as we get into the World TNA Originals, which is, as I took it, was a blatant, which I have read other posts. I just watched the video of Dave Coco, good friend of Wrestle Talk Medias, you know. But Dave knows that I'm not no fool at or no punk bitch at coming addressing something. Now, some things I agree with on what he said. Some things I thought was just outlandish or just ridiculous, or just some borderline sellout. Now, I'm a TNA fan as well, but pretty much all out wrestling fan at some points, because sometimes, you know, some shows I can't relate to. New Japan, I can't relate to, because if I can't understand the language, I can't just act like I really love this. I can't follow the storylines, because that's one thing I like about wrestling entertainment, is that I love the storylines and I love the action. So that has to come together for me. And right now, so far in the game, TNA is doing it the best. Now then people get into the politics of, well, their money, where this, well, how much money? Then if you're going about it that way, you would, because I think the guy once said to us, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to mess his name up. He was saying, well, I got to know the politics about it, the business of the finances of the company, because I don't want to get invested in something that's going to go out tomorrow. Brother, let me tell you something. There are multi-billion-dollar companies that fall within a week. That can eat. I need to go Enron scan trade market. There are things that can plummet within a fucking day. So mute that mic. So as you do not know, there are things that can fall just within snap of a finger. So you talking about getting invested in their finances, you can knee deep, nose deep up inside their finances, but then again find out something crashes, and what are you left with now? All your studying, all your behind the scenes, oh, their stock, or their ratings, oh, there's that goes nowhere. So that's why the reason why I can talk about that is because I was that person. I was trying to be, even though I actually have contacts that are in WB and TNA. I don't have none in Ring of Honor or other places, but those, I think those are the ones that counts. That's more for me with. So I don't always get into the politics behind the money and all of that. I mean, I heard bits and pieces of here and there that I can get, but at the same time, I've not became I've grown out of that part because I'm not a cave dwelling internet geek. I can't fake like I am one. I'm me, T-Sean the One. Good Girl Radio, party thrower, business owner. I mean, that's me. So I'm not gonna stress myself trying to find out what are these people doing. As long as they're putting on a good fucking product for me, as long as they're giving me those essentials that I want in wrestling, I'm fine with it. Now, getting back to the original situation and break down where this is going. I saw a lot of posts of people talking about, oh, TNA is going out of this because they're sucking, because they're losing all the TNA originals. They're losing the whole concept what TNA is. Okay. Let's go back in time a little bit for a second. Let me show you how much we are hypocrites. Let me show you how we are hypocrites and we don't even know it. We were just bitching and complaining about WWE bringing back old guys. Kid you not. We were just doing it. We were just talking about that. This was 3 years ago. Oh, why The Rock got to come back? Oh, why Undertaker young? Why these guys coming up? Oh, why Billy Gunn? I was hearing people bitch about that. And I was doing my hashtag American a la carte impression. I was hearing people do that continuously. Now, you say, well, okay, that was just that time. Okay, we were just saying some things, T-Sean. We're just doing it. Okay, well, let's go way back. Let's go back to like 96, 95. People were bitching about WWF for having old wrestlers. Then all of a sudden, some of them so-called old wrestlers went to WCW. Then people call WCW, oh, this is where all the old wrestlers are. What all wrestlers do? Old wrestlers. All the old wrestlers over here. Okay, all right. Did anybody follow what I'm just? Do you get where I'm going with this? We're always talking about, oh, this is nothing but a bunch of old wrestlers over here. Oh, this is new. So apparently you want new guys, new faces. So I'm pretty sure TNA was kind of getting it. That's the wave. They're gonna say it's a bunch of old wrestlers. The minute Bobby Roode's old, oh, Eric Young's old, oh, he's old, he's old. Oh, this is old. Oh, these guys are old. James Storm's old. I'm pretty sure that's where that was going, because we always do that. Now I'm talking about the 90s, which was way before the whole internet, social media, real clash amongst things. See, people, I don't think y'all really understand what you really are. You say shit. You do shit. You make antics. You make jokes, gestures, post videos. You try to be cute. You try to just please and kiss everybody on the YWC's ass. For what reasons? I mean, I guess likes. I guess to get the immediate following. I mean, because some people, they listen to you or me just because they want to identify, because it's what they want to hear. But I told American, I'm going to talk about it because I don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks about me. Now, if they like what I say, then they like what I say. I'm nobody's puppet. I don't make videos just to appease people. My girls don't go out and do parties just because it's just to appease people. We were doing these things that we put out there into the public before, then we put them out there into the public. So we're doing what we've been doing. When I run my businesses outside of the entertainment field, I make money because it's the way I want to make money. That's just how it is. When I jump off into my party ventures, when I throw events, when I bring celebrities to these concerts, I do that because that's what I want to do. I don't say, well, I'm going to bring this guy because I know everybody wants. I bring artists because I like the artists. Some people say that, a lot of promoters told me that that's not a smart thing to do, man. You got to do it because you got to cater to the people. I mean, look, I know how to make it entertaining. That's the craft that I was able to bring some of the most shittiest artists to the city and make it work because I made them relevant for that occasion. So I don't have to pander to nobody, such as a lot of you IWC, YWC characters. And some of you going to get offended, but level with me for a second because I can level with you. Level with me. Look at what a lot of you are doing, especially the WWE marks. A lot of you are pandering to the WWE. But just because you're afraid. Hold up, American. Just because a lot of you are afraid. A lot of you are pandering towards TNA because you're afraid of hearing the backlash from the WWE characters. I get it, but sometimes I have to sit back and I can't really I can't dispute against none of you that are split between the two because sometimes people like to pick a side, one that they identify with, and they find pride in it. And they become prejudiced towards this goes deep. The feelings and emotions and the psychology behind it all becomes deep. It's a prejudiced sense to it. Even racial boundaries have that. It's a football team situation. I like Dallas Cowboys. You like Green Bay. I'm Tennessee Titans. You Raiders. Those things clash. This is what you rocking with. Like NBA, like the D League. NWA, so it goes so many ways with this. People, that's the extent of people's dislike. Now those that are getting offended, that are TNA fans that are getting offended by what people are saying with the whole where TNA originals at, take it with understanding. Maybe they just don't know, or half of them are just trying to be cute. A lot of people make comments just to be cute and be trolling. They're trying to crack a joke and trying to get some type of attention. Understood. Some of these people wasn't giving no attention when they was kids, or the wife is not paying no attention to them, or the fucking sister's getting on the nerve and something's not going right for him, so they have to. The boss just got done putting his foot up his ass, so now he has to take. You gotta understand your human counterparts out here. That's how we are. We are like that. I may be a hypocrite at times. It's kind of a natural thing nowadays. So when we put these people in their place, just know that we may be doomed. We may be doomed. Correct my grandma. I don't know if I said it right, pronounced it right. We may be doomed to do it just as well. But I try to stay up on top of my game. But I'm noticing a lot of it because as I listen to a lot of this, Dave, matter of fact, Dave Coco's. I'm not gonna talk about the post anymore that I was saying from other people, but as I listen to Dave Coco's post and podcast, vid, what the fuck we want to call it, as I listened to that, there was a lot of gibberish that I was like, man, come on, bro. You casting this guy, you casting American Alucard, and I know you're on the show, but you casting American Alucard out as a TNA fanatic. But now this is the guy, American Alucard is the one that got me into New Japan, got me to giving it a try, and a lot of times I'm like, let's do a 10A review instead. He was more like, let's do a New Japan, or it was New Japan, or he's doing a Shimmer, or he was doing Shimmer. He was talking about Lucha Underground, or he was talking about NXT or Ring of Honor. I was like, oh gosh, well, so far as him being a 10A diehard fan, I agree and I disagree because he's probably out of everybody that I talked to in the IWC, YWC. Even I'm gonna throw Andre Kabila into the mix. I gotta say, American Alucard is probably the most versatile out of all of us because of the things that he's kept talking about, especially in private conversations. You know, when we have conversations amongst wrestling media, the whole cast of us, have conversations. He's the main one that's talking about, you know, fucking other wrestling companies. And we're all talking about, the main conversation we're having is TNA and WWE. We're so, and I'm not lying, American. The main conversation we be having is TNA and WWE, but the Americans talking about fucking New Japan or yo, you guys, did you understand what Nakamura had did? Like, huh? Who is that? I kind of be like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But that's American. He's always he was the one that introduced a lot of us, or reintroducing a lot of us to brands that we're not even given a chance to. And Tech Rev knows about. I mean, we all talked about this before. So I totally discredit Dave Coco for that. Now, I do understand you, American, when you do, you know, because you comment on, I think what they get is that you comment on certain posts. You know, like if somebody says something on that's outlandish to you, you would comment on it. I mean, it's because he can. If somebody says something stupid, because they said something stupid because they could. So he comments because he can. You know, he always comments on certain things. He may not. Now, well, I have caught you commenting or making posts on people talk about WWE or something like that. I have caught you commenting and saying things as well. So I gotta say you're very fair. But sometimes we only spot the things that we want to spot. Because I noticed that when I first started, when we first started coming to knowing of each other, I was like, well, he's everywhere. He's talking about WWE, he's talking about TNA. So he's probably the most level person in the IWC right now. You know, and you're not that crucial at all times. Now you'll give it what you can give it, but it's your opinion and it's your likeliness of it. And that's what I respect about America. But others will twist it because now it's easy to pick on you now, American, because you're like, well, he's a TNA lover. He's a TNA lover. Look, W guys, look, W guys, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Look at this. He's a TNA lover. This is all he is. And then others already have that fixation of that's your character. Even though you're more versatile than all of us, but you're passionate. That's the part that gets you. Because when we say something bad about TNA and we only glorify that, you speak up. You may be one of the very few to speak up. And you pull an outreach far as you post a video. So now others find it as a weakness. Say, okay, well, cool. I'm gonna diss this guy. Because the WWE fans, they know him as a TNA guy. So they think it's, so I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon. And I'm not saying that's what Dave Coco's doing, but that's what it'll be looked at as. Like, okay, you're just trying to point out the guy that you feel like he's going after that. Oh yeah, okay, this is an easy clutch to go ahead, and people are gonna take this. You know, okay, take this L, my guy. You just lost on that one. If that's the road, that Dave was going at, you know, bless that man's heart. Let him do what he do. But me, I don't sit back and entertain the fuckery. Well, I take that back. I am entertaining the fuck. If it is, if this was his angle, if it's not, it's not. But at the same time, I was a part of this mentioning of this comment and seeing the post, and I think I thoroughly broke down everything so far. But seeing the post that was made, you know, I just feel like people are taking it there. I mean, because that was a statement that was put out there. Because the original statement was TNA originals, you know, where the TNA originals at, and the way Dave Coco was trying to describe it, that's not how. No. People they knew what they were doing. They were saying TNA originals are gone, so TNA is going out of business. TNA is not doing good. Guys are leaving. Such. Okay, now that's the whole gist of what everybody was getting. That was all the posts and the Twitter feed I kept seeing. That's what they was talking about. Just because of the fact that Eric Young and Bobby Roode just departed. You know, they put in their notices to leave. Now, Insider source tells me. I mean, I was already up on the whole locker room speeches that was given, passionate locker room speeches that were given by Robert Roode and Eric Young and so forth. You know, these talks were given, and they're all mutual. You know, there was no harsh talk about TNA. So, as far as there being such a they're leaving, TNA's not going out of business. No. That's not even the case. You know, let's think about it. They were gonna run into that era, as I kind of mentioned earlier, of where people gonna be talking about, oh man, that old ass Bobby Roode, old ass EY. I guarantee you, if they would have stayed, if Eric Young and Bobby Roode would have stayed on TNA and been wrestling in 2017, people would have been still people that rumor, that stuff would probably came up like, oh, them old they wrestling on TNA, they need to get some new people. I guarantee people would start saying that all of a sudden. But not that. But go ahead.
I'm gonna give you an example. A dude who talks like a pirate, he made a video a while ago saying Eric Young sucks. Why they make Eric Young champion? Why they keep Eric Young around? He should be fired. He's a jobber. Blah swaze. But then when he hears that Eric Young's leaving, oh, why is TNA let him go? He's a great wrestler. He's one of the greatest TNA guys of all time.
Well, like now that is what you speak of. That goes back to what I kind of mentioned in the beginning about pandering. You're talking about somebody that's pandering for views and hits and likes and shit. Like that's different. That's a topic for another discussion. I think I said this before. I mentioned about this, but people make certain videos just to get likes and shit. A lot of these dudes kind of successful at it. Sean Views is known for that. The other Mark dude, I can't get this, the guy with the dreads, the funny looking dude, but whoever he is, fuck it. But I ain't gonna mention his name if I can't get it right. But that dude, he does videos just for the hell of it. Just a lot of these dudes just kiss WWE ass because they feel like they have the most. They are noted. WWE's more noted than any other, or more known and more popular in the US than any other syndicated show. So that's why not go with it? Why not go with the most? It's like me talking about either Beyonce or I'm gonna talk about
Rihanna.
Yeah. Who am I gonna talk about? Who's more known? Who's more popular? Beyonce. Rihanna has some national spotlight, but at the same time, Beyonce is Beyonce. So the first topic I'm gonna put out there is talking about Beyonce. There's no biggie. Even though Rihanna not can hold her weight, Rihanna is popular as well, but she's not no Beyonce. TNA is not no WWE. But either way, it's like was asking, who would I rather sleep with? Who I'd rather be with? Who would I rather marry right now? Would I marry, just hypothetically saying, if Beyonce got divorced from Jay-Z, who would I rather be married with? Beyonce or Rihanna. Now me morally, I would pick Rihanna, but business wise, Beyonce. That's just as far as in the States, Beyonce. It's the same way with WWE and TNA. WWE is way more connected than TNA. TNA has some edges about themselves, but we have yet to see that potential. Rihanna has some talent and some edges about herself. We have yet to see the majority of that. So until TNA does that, until TNA says, okay, well, we're gonna really, really do something with our backing, because they're owned by Panda Energy. We're gonna do something with our backing of Panda Energy money. Okay, well, let's see it. But other than that, how they manage their business, how they manage their money is their damn thing, and how they manage their wrestlers, their superstars. Because when we talk about originals, and this is the bread, but I know that this is what you really wanted me to get down to, was talking about this. When we talk about originals from each show, Ring of Honor, all these, if you say where's TNA originals, WWE, Ring of Honor, where's Ring of Honor? Where's Ring of Honor originals? TNA, WWE. When you say where's WWE originals? TNA, Ring. I mean, there's these people are taking jobs. Where else can they go? Where else do you want me? Question.
Is it probably?
And if I didn't mention the wrestling brands such as New Japan right there or Lucha Underground, you know what I mean. That means well, but I'm saying basically a lot of these stars and these wrestlers, these professional entertainment wrestlers, that's where the originals are going. They're going where the work is. Whatever place they fit in. So that's why I say to you, American man, that post that you put me in was a very stupid and idiotic post, regardless of how or whoever it was defending, whether it was taken up for TNA or WWE, whatever. But it's stupid. It's ignorant, because therefore these people are making a living on either way. To say originals, that doesn't mean that you got to stay there. Now, I get where Coco was going with this. He was saying that they should be proud of it. Yes, that's that's a good thing. But people were not. That wasn't the intent of the post. The intent of the post was to belittle, was to show the demise of something. So I get where you were trying to go, Dave, but that was not what the post was going. So no, I don't know what he was saying about this whole. Oh, it's a positive thing. It is a positive thing. It's in like New Japan, they take pride in wrestlers leaving like that and like glory. No, they it's an emotional situation, but that's not what this post is being used for. And there's a way that the Americans honor their originals or their superstars, and that's Hall of Fame. TNA has a Hall of Fame. WWE has a Hall of Fame. If I'm not mistaken, NWA has a Hall of Fame. So. And I don't know if I'm wrong. Y'all can check and see if I'm wrong on that one. But there's a lot of different Hall of Fames and wrestling and sports entertainment in general. So that's how they honor their originals, or their originals basically, or the people that made an impact on their show, or on their on their product. So I mean that's just that. You may say, well, Sting wasn't a TNA original. But he made an impact. He Sting, the Joker Sting is what I would say when he reinvented himself once again. That's an original. That was never done anywhere else. He didn't do Sting Joker in WCW. That's a totally different character. Willow is, far as a national broadcast syndicated situation, he's an original on TNA. Jeff Hardy's not. But Willow is. Joker Sting is. Many make the argument about AJ Styles. AJ Styles is a TNA original. But many would say, well, he's in WWE. He didn't make his mark in WWE or WCW. He showed promise. He showed something, spunk and all that type of stuff. But I just want people to get that clear. Now, those are going to come at me sideways. They're going to come at me crucial about certain things. I know some probably some may be offended, but I'm the type of person. See, the reason why I can talk the way I talk and I can be the way I am is because you can't come at me with phony ass shit and be like, "Oh, he's just a TNA fan." Oh, he's just a dude. I'm the most versatile person, probably one of the most fair minds that you can find. Now, when I see some bogus ass shit, I call American out on it. I call anybody out on it. Even Russell Talk Media Group, Young Nasa, he called me out on it. Rob will call me out on it. If we do that. So if anybody getting offended by the way I'm chin checking you or giving you this bitch slap, because that's what you're getting right now, is the bitch slap. And American, did you want to say anything before I get done bitch slapping these motherfuckers?
Well, one thing I probably could say was, look, this is not an attack on COVID. This is more like, this is scraping. A scraping.
Well, now, if anything that if he's really about that fuckery, yes, it is. This is now to me. I'm not speaking up for you on that one.
Yeah, okay.
I'm speaking. I'm just saying in general. This is to the IWC, YWC. If you on that fuckery, if you disagreeing with what I'm saying, and you say, oh no, or you're going with that whole trolling shit, yes, this is the bitch slap for you. Yes, you get that. If you want to see me in the streets, or you want to see me in the office, come here. I'll show you a real bitch slap. That's just how it is. But I mean,
the whole thing of what Coco was saying about people should be mad that Rude and EY left. Understand, like you should say,
he said that.
Yeah, you should be mad at TNA that Rude and EY left, along with a lot of.
No. I've heard somebody say something. It wasn't him. I heard somebody say that they shouldn't let the legends or originals get away like that. Okay, hold on. Let me clear it. No, I take that back. They said that. I heard. I forget the guy who originally first said that back when Samoa Joe and James Storm left. Said that why would you allow that? Why they allow these guys to leave? Okay, for one, you cannot stop these people from leaving. Now, okay, you say, well, you go ahead and lock your players and lock them in, and don't let them leave like that. Okay, they are not the end all say all. If TNA can't survive without them, then okay, they're not worth even being around. people, and I'm a W fan. I've complained about W just relying on old, which they still are. Look at WrestleMania. Who's holding WrestleMania together? Come on, man. Come on,
Undertaker,
man. Triple H,
yeah,
Undertaker, Shane McMahon. These dudes need to be sitting down somewhere. Who's been the Rock has been holding the WrestleMania for the last couple of times. And matter of fact, no. Back up for a second. And even it hurts me to say this about WWE, but I can call it what it is. Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, all of them are going to be at WrestleMania this year. For what? To help pull in people. They have to go back to them, but now this is what I say to my TNA smarts out there. W has the right to do that. They have the right to do that. Even though it's kind of sad that they have to go back to that well, they have the right to do that. Now, I've noticed that TNA doesn't really have to do that all the time because when they have a special show, they don't have to bring back an old face. They don't have to bring a Jerry Lynn in. They don't have to bring in a fucking Kid Cash to help pull everybody or Ken Shamrock to come to glorify the NWA TNA days. They don't have to do that. They don't have to bring in Road Dogg to come. They have to do all. We need the TNA originals. They have to bring them back to just. We need Dallas to come do this. Like no, we don't. They build. They don't have to bring in Monty Brown. One of the biggest world heavyweight championship. Runners. The guy who was pouncing on everybody. They have to bring in these people just to bring out everybody and get TNA's. Oh, they got Monty Brown back. They have to do that. They have survived without just constantly recycling their people. They've done a pretty decent job. Did they make these people as big as a Rock and thing? No, they didn't. But I don't, like I say, to defend WWE, they can do that. They can do it. They can talk about. I'm sorry. They could bring back whoever they want to bring back. If they feel like they need them. They needed the Rock for two. They need the Rock and Undertaker for 2 WrestleManias. Because they wouldn't have nothing. Punk wasn't pulling the numbers they wanted to pull for that main event. Daniel Bryan wasn't pulling the numbers that they wanted for the main event. They didn't believe in them that much. And apparently the investors didn't believe that either. The people that have shares in WWE didn't believe that. So they said, hey, we want the Rock. And we want the Undertaker. They probably like, well, no. We got Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. They're really making great promises. And my folks like, look, we either gonna kick your ass at the board meeting or we want the Rock and we want the Undertaker. So WWE is when we get mad at WWE, it's not really just WWE on its own, and we get mad at the way the show is ran. You gotta understand WWE. They got their back against the wall with having other people calling shots. Vince is not the only one calling shots. Because if Kmart don't like what he's doing, if fucking any of the if Susan Q don't, if they don't like the people, they can pull out. If Vince gonna have to burn on his own money. That 80 million, that 800 million goes down. So, you got to make everybody, when you got other people that have shares in your company, you got to make them happy. So, people that's beating up on WWE, just understand it. You got to make them happy first. You can't piss these people off. It ain't all just Vince McMahon's. That's just the truth about it. I'm just gonna call it how it is. But so I hope I got to the gist of the original situation. And now if it is like how Dave Coco was saying with the whole, okay, then he's right there on that note of how people are doing it. If it's something that should be glorified, but like I kind of broke it down, far as it should be taken as pride. But TNA fans do take TNA originals as pride. I've never really heard anybody disrespecting Monty Brown or anybody that is a TNA original. I've never heard nobody especially TNA wise disrespecting Samoa Joe or AJ Styles or Bobby Roode or Robert Roode. Or even EY. None of the original, none of P.D. Weaves, none of these people. Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, Abyss. I haven't heard people, dissing them. Not really, saying, no, they take pride because a lot of times when they go over there, because when they leave, when Wildcat left, everybody was identifying him as TNA original. When Low Key left, went to WWE, originally defied him as a TNA original. So I don't really. Maybe he saw something that I didn't see out there. I haven't really seen these negative posts about TNA people talking. I don't know. But when they say where the TNA originals or TNA losing originals, whatever like that, that's a negative remark. And what the posts I've been seeing, they've been targeted, they've been shot out there as a negative type of. They've been shot out of the cannon as a negative bullet, as a shoot to kill, a shoot you down type post. So there was no positive in the ones I saw. Maybe he saw some positive ones, or however, I don't know how that go, But that's my spiel. And I pick on Dave Cocos because I know he just uploaded a post in there, which kind of thing. But I've been seeing a lot of posts lately, people saying, but it's mainly just a lot of smirks saying like little cheap shit, trying to be funny. But it's never really funny though. I'm probably one of the most comedic people that you can meet, especially as some of my workers would say, like, man, you good at comedy, but at the same time, I know funny when I see funny. A lot of you motherfuckers out here be trying to crack these jokes. Yeah, I'll just continue being a geek or a dork or something, or a nerd. Continue doing that. Like, stick to your day job on all it. Like, seriously, some of y'all just on some weird whack ass shit. Y'all not funny at all. I'm like, hell, you are funny if you just take a picture of yourself and just show people who you are, because half y'all hiding behind what little profile fake pictures and shit. American, you be doing that shit sometimes. I'll be hanging out.
The Kyrie Hojo, but when it comes to doing, webcam reviews, webcam is right in my face.
Yeah, I be saying a lot, but I'm picking with you, but I'm actually talking about the ones who make the YouTube comments and shit like that. They be like, LB be doing it. I'm gonna call you out. You be doing that shit, hiding behind pictures and shit, and afraid of shit. Like, but LB's not. He's not a troll though. That's the only thing about LB. LB's he's a stand-up guy, so he's not a troll. And I'm talking about Clash of Kings. And there's supposed to be another LB running around or some shit like that. I don't know, but nah, I'm talking about the ones that are like trolls that just say blatant, ridiculous ass shit and slanders and all that type of stuff. But they don't want to show their face, which is kind of weird because, dude, your IP address tells exactly where you are. So if somebody wanted to get at you like me, who got the money to, you can be guided. I don't give a fuck where you are in the world. Like, some of us are just that well connected. Just putting it out there. So a lot of y'all that's still hiding behind shit, you really just can't hide. Honestly, just keep it real.
Well, here's another thing I want to interject. Like, okay, as far as the thing about the TNA originals, would it make the people happy if TNA never hired anyone else ever and only kept around?
Let me stop you right there. Okay, that's not going nowhere, because people are not going to be happy regardless. We're gonna us as people, we're gonna always find something to complain about. Something, it can be something minute. I mean, let's like this past TNA Impact Wrestling show. I could have gave it a 5 stars, but I gave it a 4 stars because I didn't like the way the whole knockout situation. It was just that was the only boring, bland part of it, was because it was so predictable. I was like, Maria Canella's not gonna fight. She's gonna pick somebody to dials, and it was just too boring. And it just, their storyline is not making any sense. Why is she acting like she's a boss hog when really she hasn't really accomplished anything? I could see if Mike Bennett was the King of the Mountain champion, and she was like, I can make you guys a champion like her, or famous like something like that. I would understand it, but that scene, that role, they can trash that one right there. Like, that's the only thing that was wrong. Like, other than that, now I know a lot of y'all like, the man show was awesome. It was awesome. It was an awesome show. But I'm gonna call it how I see. Well, in my opinion, it just damaged the show. As far as it was just, and you knew Jade was gonna win. That was like not a big brainer. They've been building Jade up, so of course. So my thing is like, duh, and Jade's gonna be with Maria and Mike Bennett. Okay, I get it. Wow. And now Jay's gonna start a feud, maybe with Marty and all of them. I get that. Okay, great. All right. But I felt like that was a weak point of the show. So that's why I gave it a 4 stars. Well, 4 out of 5 stars. It's just it. So this has been the slap for everybody to know. Did you hear that bitch slap? Yeah, this has been the bitch slap by Wrestle Talk Media. Hashtag Wrestle Talk Media. Make sure you go add yourself to the group on Wrestle Talk Media group page on Facebook. For those of you that are on Facebook. And also subscribe to Good Nation ENT and also Good Girls Network as well, where you'll get a lot of variety of all types of content. I mean, all types of content. But for those that are following in Memphis, Tennessee, family, friends out there, please get ready to come out to the party this Friday night at the Castle. Be there. Last week was another sold out event. This week is predicted to be another, check the weather again, another sold out event. So I'll see all you out there in the YWC, IWC. If I offended you, I did my job. American, go ahead and give everybody your Twitter, Instagram. No, I ain't giving my Twitter, Instagram, but go ahead and give them your spiel, and we're going to get up out of here.
Well, YouTube channel, guy on the internet who doesn't like reviews here. I know I didn't talk too much in this video, but we'll be back for a TNA wrestling review. We'll whatever, but YouTube, just contact me on the YouTube. That's the best way, or Facebook, whatever, just YouTube. So yeah.
And Wrestle Talk Media too. So shit, y'all. You gonna find them in there commenting amongst the rest of us like that. I tried to keep. I kind of want to keep it a small group, but people keep trying to request the group. You can't. I'd be like real picky about it. They be trying to request it. I'd be like, I'd be kind of like, no. I kind of want to keep it small, but people are starting to complain. They be inboxing me saying, "Hey man, add me to the group." So I'm gonna start doing it more often, adding people to the Wrestle Talk Media group. Some people like, somebody just like, man, you got a lot of people in there, because they don't be wanting a lot of people in there. You know, I like the conversation. I kind of feel like if we go into the thousands and 2000s, maybe it won't be much of a great conversation. But I'm gonna try. I think what's the worst gap? So you're viewing, you're watching right now, you're tuned in, you're listening. Go ahead and add yourself to the Wrestle Talk Media group. I'll accept you. You know, hell, American it will accept you, but do it like that. But I want to thank everybody for viewing, tuning in today. Whether you dislike the video. Just be true to yourself. Be real with yourself with the whole likes and dislikes. Some of y'all just be trying to be funny and shit. Mm-hmm. But anyway, you know, if anything, we can just basically block the whole, you know, the like and dislike thing, so that way you can't even look at the ratings. I know all them the tricks that other folks don't want to mention and talk about. But other than that, I thank y'all for tuning in for the first. This is the first broadcast of Wrestle Talk Media's The Bitch Lab. And if you've been listening and you're a hater of the IWC and YWC from the IWC, YWC, you've been bitch slapped. Thank you.